Looks like there's more flight have been here now. Looks like the original load got picked up and they've come and dumped a load more. It is, there's new stuff. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh well. Got another squeaky microphone, I think. They put the bollards back in, look. They were doing that yesterday, I was watching them. And over there, bollards are back. It's getting dark in the mornings, same time as always. Walking along here, 6 o'clock. But it's dark. It's weird because this is quite a good camera and it picks up all the light it can. It makes the picture look lighter than it actually is. But yeah, it's all good. How are you lot coping with this old this coronavirus that's going round? I don't talk about it much because, well, what's to talk about? I mean, let's be honest, what is to talk about? But I know that you know, at least in England, the cases, well, it depends. What do you believe in? This video, by the way, is going to be entirely on beliefs that you're going to have, what you believe in. So, you know, my own personal opinions don't matter in the subject. But what do you believe in? What do you think it's all about? Cases are supposed to be rising. If you believe the news, and as an ordinary civilian, if you choose to believe in anything, the news is what you got to believe in. If you believe the news, cases are going up, and they've now made it so you can't see anyone again. If you can't see any more than 6 people. So it's all entirely up to whether you believe the news or not. What's your thoughts on it? I know people who say that it's all just a thing, you know, like a media thing. It's not as big as they make it. Some people say there is no disease, you know. I know people who say, oh, there is a disease, there is a virus. They've done it on purpose because the population's too big and they want to get rid of some of the population. So they're culling them down, sort of thing, as they say. I know people who think all different things. And me, I'm in the middle of it all. That's not to say that I don't care, but it's life and it's happening now. So there's no point in getting annoyed or upset over it. You've just got to carry on and don't let things like that get to you. Some people don't think like that. Some people get really annoyed and upset. But, you know, it's all very well saying should-ofs, could-ofs and things like that. You know, just watching the news yesterday, I don't believe that, let's just say, for argument's sake, there is this virus. It is going round, it is dangerous. And let's say, you know, it spreads as the way you would expect from being on objects like flu and cold and other things, you know. The germs can survive on things. I don't think they should have ever stopped, you know, what they had before the lockdown. They should never have stopped it. Because now they've let people, well, I say they've let. Yeah, there's a government that run the country, but at the end of the day, nobody listened anyway. You know, most people don't care. You've only got to see what was going on in London. People were out and about, no one cared. Anyway, you know, we did our part. Because like I say, our opinions don't come into the matter, because there's always going to be people that think different. And I'm not here to start an argument over it. That's the last thing I'm here to do, start an argument. I'm just starting a conversation, is what I'm doing. Bit of a bust there, look. Starting a conversation. My arm's starting to work, hold on. Switch over to the left hand. Anyway, so I don't think that no one should have been. It should have stayed locked down. Yeah, should have stayed locked down. No one should have been able to go out. I know you're going to say, well, what about all the businesses, the shops, the pubs, and all that? They would have run out of money. You know, the government have got into massive, even worse debt as it is for paying everyone's wages. For some civilian like me, who doesn't understand, I have an understanding, I'm not stupid, but I don't understand economics and money and all that stuff properly. I don't know why they couldn't just freeze all the money. That would have been a lot easier. Yeah, I don't know why they couldn't just freeze all the money, you know. So, for example, this might be complete madness, I don't know, but this is just, you know, I don't understand. So if an ordinary civilian, yeah, can't pay their rent, for example, they rent their house, they can't pay that because they've had to stop working because of lockdown, yeah? Obviously the landlord still needs his rent coming in because he's got to pay his landlord's insurance, his taxes, any other stuff that come with that, maybe a mortgage on the house, who knows. But if they then freeze the landlord's payments, yeah, all the money's frozen, banks, everything can just stay as it is. Why can't that happen, yeah? But I've got something in my eye, a bug or something in my eye a minute ago. Why can't, you know, obviously the gas and electric has still got to be pumped into the house at the cost of the electric and the gas company. So this is why I don't understand exactly why. Obviously it couldn't happen, but I just don't know why they couldn't just freeze all money payments, you know, so nothing cost anything, and then when the lockdown is over, everything can just pick off from where it started, from where it left off. Sorry, not from where it started, from where it left off. You know, I don't understand why that couldn't happen, because then all the businesses and things, you know, but obviously people are still gonna. Obviously shops and things for clothes and online businesses and food and all that can all carry on, can't it? But then if people's wages are stopped and the government aren't paying people's wages because people don't need wages because everything is stopped, it is a tricky one. It is a very tricky one, you know. Very strange. But anyway, I don't think that the lockdown thing should have been eased as much as it was. You know, the eat out to help out, although we did take advantage of it. We went to restaurants and we got 50% off a couple of times. I don't think theme parks should be open. I don't think any big things should be open. We went to Legoland thinking that there was going to be, you know, small numbers so that everyone could spread out. It weren't. Everyone was in there and it was like normal. I mean, we were in our own we're a little family of 4, so we were a small little huddling around, you know, trying to keep away from people. Not because we're scared or anything like that. We just want to have our own time and our own fun, to try to do our bit, because, you know, I don't think any of that should be open. I don't think anybody should be allowed out, which is what they're doing now. And in fact, it's the law now. They've actually said on the news last night that it's illegal to go out if there's any more than 6 of you, unless you're a family. You could be a family of 6 or 7 or 8 or 9, you know, if you're a family. But I think it's good. I don't think people should be mixing. Not at all. Not at all. It all happened too soon. But there you go. I wonder what your views on it are. And I know there's going to be a lot of different views, and some people are going to get annoyed, and some people are going to get confrontational, and some people are going to have a big old rant. I hate that word. Which is good. Yeah? But just keep it friendly, yeah? This is just an opinion, it's just a thing, it's not necessarily what I believe. Because as I said, I'm in the middle of it. My feeling is neutral. I believe there is a different virus out there that can be dangerous. But the facts that they give you on the news, do I believe them? I don't know. I don't think I believe all of them, to be honest with you. Because you can't believe everything in the world these days. You know, there's a lot of corruption everywhere. Let's put it that way. So I'm not saying that I'm paranoid, because I'm not. and I don't believe, but I believe that there's some truth in it. There is a virus out there that is hurting people, because I've spoken to people that have had it, funnily enough. In fact, I believe that I might have had it last year. I do believe that, because I had symptoms of not being able to breathe. I had a fast heartbeat, heart palpitations, and things like that, with no cold or no snot, nothing like that. And I ended up in hospital because I phoned up the doctors just to see if I could get some medicine, so that I had like a stiff stomach, like I was constipated, but there was nothing in there. I wanted to get rid of that. Anyway, they ended up sending me to hospital, and they sent an ambulance out, but I was like, what for? And they're like, well, we think you need it. Anyway, I ended up being in hospital. I had all the little things stuck on me and everything. I had a beeping machine there, heart rate and everything, and they said there's nothing wrong with you. But I couldn't breathe properly. Now I felt as if it was hard to breathe, and all those kind of things. And that went on from October last year to January. So the beginning of October 2019 to January, about the middle of January 2020, this year. And then at the end of it, I just went on. It went on like it. I was getting used to living like it, because the hospital said I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. But I still had these symptoms. I still had these problems. And at this time, the coronavirus hadn't been identified. It wasn't even in this country, so they say. And then one day, I had they say you don't get stomach cramps, but I had stomach cramps, a little bit of diarrhea, and then I got home from work that day, and I was sick. And after that, literally, I was fine. Like, I was sick, and then I went in the living room and sat down. I was fine. I've been fine ever since. So, have I had the coronavirus? I don't know. But I do believe that there is a random virus out there. But like I've just said, do I believe all the news and what everyone says? No, not all of it. No. But I think it's common sense. They shouldn't have to put laws in that people should not mix and have big groups if there is this virus out there, because, come on, it's common sense, isn't it? But people are stupid, and a lot of people don't care. You know, protests and everything else for other things all mixing together, going to a thing, it ain't right. So what's your views on it, my friends? So, in part what I don't understand, let's have a little bit of a part what I don't quite understand, right? Now, they've said at the moment, this is just my opinion, I've explained this many times, it's just my opinion, it's not nothing, take whatever you want from it. But they say, right, this is what the rules they've said for England, right? You're not allowed to meet anybody no more than 6 people, yeah? So a family of 4 can only meet 2 people. But there's 2 things what seem very bizarre about that, right? You're still allowed to go to school. So they say that the kids don't get it as easily as adults get it. But the trouble is, then they turn around and say it can be spread. You can have it on you, and then you can spread it to somebody. So the kid itself might not actually get it, but the kid might get it off of another kid and then bring it home to the adults in their family, and then they get it. Yeah? So that seems pretty pointless. Well, it seems it's one rule, but it contradicts everything. And also, not allowed to meet any more than 6 people, but you're allowed to go to school, and there's more than 6 adults in the school grounds, and also all the adults picking up all their kids. There's more than 6 of them, and no one's ever social distancing there. They call it, I hate that fucking word, social distancing. That's a gay phrase. Right. And the other thing was, so you're allowed to meet, so let's just say, for example, right, you're a family of, alright, well, so you're a family of 4, yeah? 2 adults, and there's 2 children. So you're allowed to meet up with 2 more adults, yeah? Because children also count, or an adult and a children. An adult and a kid, yeah? So, because children count in England. So you're allowed to meet up with 2 more people. You meet up with 2 people. You have an hour, you might have a drink, and then you go your own ways. Then 2 people go and you go. And then you go and you meet up with 2 different people an hour later. So I can't understand, because just because you've not met up with those 2 different people together, one person from that first 2 could have had it, given it to you in your family of 4, then you've gone and met up with another 2 people and then potentially spread it to them 2 people. So in effectiveness, you've actually met up with 4 people, 4 extra people. It's the same with shops. You're not allowed to meet any more than 6 people, you know, but then you can go to a shop where there's more than 6 people. You can get it from somebody could have dropped this disease on or something. You pick it up because you want to buy it, you put it in your basket, you got it on your hand, you walk around, you then touch something else that's got it on it, spreads it around. It's very gay, you know. I just can't understand their reckoning. I really can't understand their reckoning when they say, you know, they give a rule, you're not. But the reason they're doing it is for controlling purposes, I think. Oh man, I was speaking to someone the other day. I took my daughter to school, actually when we was picking her up, and there was a bloke. He was in the queue picking up his grandkids by the looks of him, and he was saying that what was he saying? Oh yeah, he was saying that the track and trace thing is only, I don't have to track and trace, I don't believe in it, I think it's shit, it's a bit gay, but it's only to track people, which is fair enough. But then what was he on about? Oh, bloody forgotten now. It was some crazy theory. There's a lot of theory, conspiracy people and all that out there. You can believe whatever you want to believe. I mean, I don't particularly care. I don't believe in any of it, I don't think. Oh, that was it, what he was saying. He was saying there is no disease. They're just reporting, because loads of people die from the flu and colds and other illnesses every year, they're just reporting on those deaths. So the 40,000 deaths that we've had in this country are not because of any random new disease, they're just the ones that would have died anyway, that we wouldn't have heard about because nobody reports on them. But now, because they're reporting on them, it makes it sound really bad. I can see his point. I don't believe it. I don't know what I believe. I told you, lot. What I believe, no one knows. Even I don't know what I believe, because I don't believe anything. You know, I just wing life. I just go along. I wing life. You know, there you go. You know, don't believe in a sticky bird. But it's very crazy, I think. You know, all the stuff what's happening. It's a different day now, and I've forgotten what I said in the first part of this video, because I filmed that on probably Monday or Tuesday, and today's Friday, so I can't remember what the hell I said. It was something to do along the lines of, I was just asking you, what do you believe? This whole thing that's going on with this coronavirus, you know, do you believe in it? There's a lot of people out there that are very crazy about it. I feel very sorry, because the media is gay, and what it's done is it's blown everything out of proportion. I know that there'll be some of you going out there, oh my god, this is extremely dangerous, oh my god, quick, let's disinfect everything. You know, that's bathroom cleaner, by the way. I use it, very good. It's for cleaning the inside of the car, and also I clean the inside of the machine with it. It's very good. This one's got Febreze in it. Yeah, it's nice. Long-lasting bathroom cleaner. I like it a lot. It's very nice. So I feel very sorry for the people who are hypochondriacs anyway, and panicking and paranoid, because they're the ones that walk around with the gloves, the 10 million gloves on one hand, you know, the 8 million masks, the masks for the ears, the masks for their eyes, the masks for their mouth, the bloody cotton wool buds up their nose, and the shields on, and the gas masks, and the bodysuit and everything. But they've got a problem anyway, because in an ordinary world, before all this disease, they were panicking that they were going to get ill. So they disinfect everything anyway. And now this disease, they're probably going on overdrive. If that's you out there, I know you probably don't want pity or feel sorry, but I do. I mean, I don't care about it. I believe you get a germ, it's good. You get germs, your body fights it, you get immune. And if you don't get immune, like chickenpox, not chickenpox, you get immune to chickenpox. All the other diseases and illnesses you don't get immune to. Yeah, you get it, but your body, you know, and plus you know what it's like when you get it. You're like, oh bloody hell, I've got this gay disease again, you know. But I'm not saying that I want to get bloody coronavirus, but I don't. But what I mean is all these people out there that are like that, they're probably crazy, you know, probably going mad now. It's not good, because it's all because of the media. But anyway, that's enough rambling. I could talk for weeks, and I can talk for weeks about this because I don't necessarily, I believe in it. Yeah, I'm not one of these people that just walks around, you know, going whatever, and don't wear a mask. I'll wear a mask. I don't know where it's gone. I've got it here somewhere. Yep, I've got my mask. I'll wear that if I go in a shop. I've got my hand sanitizer for sanitizing my feet, and yeah. But that's just to go with the flow. Yeah, I'm not saying I believe in it. I'm not saying I don't believe in it. But I go with the flow. I don't want to be one of these people that just don't go with the flow and then looks like a dick. You know, I'd rather just go with the flow. You want me to sanitize my hands every time I'd sanitize my hands. I mean, to be honest, I keep this in the car anyway. I always have done. I've always kept hand sanitizer. So it's no more trouble for me. Because I like to keep my hands clean, you know. And where I go, sometimes you don't have washing facilities. You want me to wear a mask when I go and shop? Fine, I'll wear a mask. It's no skin off my back. I think it's weird. They spent all these years trying to get people not to wear face masks in shops because they keep robbing people, and then those whatever it is, that religion that has to wear the mask thing, wherever that thing is, was it a baraka in it or something, a baraka, the people that have to wear those, they banned them, didn't they? No, you're not allowed to wear your baraka, and then and now they're saying wear it. I think it's funny. What's it all about? Not funny that they wear a baraka for their religion, but funny that they can wear whatever you want. I mean, if you want to wear a bloody toilet roll on your head, you can wear it. I don't care. But you know, that's a crazy world, isn't it? Anyway, that's enough of that. Enough of that shit. I'll catch you on the next one, you lot. Put in the comments, well, how you're coping with it. I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing at anybody. If you are finding it trouble and struggling, you just got to think of the positives. There's loads of positives to this, and I've told you before, millions of positives, and I'll put it in another video. There's thousands and millions and billions and trillions of positives. But just put in the comments, you know, how you're feeling, what's it like, what are you doing, do you believe in it, do you have a conspiracy theory, you know, I want to hear it all. Put it all in the comments, and you know, but no debating and no arguing. Well, you can argue, I don't care, do what you want, argue with people, whatever. Catch you on the next one.